in traffic, and I just have some things that I would like to talk about as being a woman in general. Because the older I'm getting, the more in tune I am with myself, my body, and I am very grateful to still have my mom around and to be able to talk about things and her experiences based off of being a woman and what things happen. And I just really think it's important for women to be open and honest with men about their experiences with life and their body making changes and going through changes. And the reason why I say this is because, like, I'll be 33 tomorrow, and my body went through changes, obviously, since I was a kid, getting my menstrual, then having Laura, that changed. And then as I get older, I know a lot of things are going to change. Hormonal changes, menopause, all those things. And like, every woman is different, obviously. But when you start comparing and contrasting everybody's story, you pretty much get, you get an idea of what to expect or what's happening and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I grew up with a lot of women. I'm a woman myself. I have my mom, so and being in the salon and talking to a lot of women. But the reason why I'm saying this is because I really think it's important to start voicing how we feel and the experiences that we go through, whether it's with our partner, whether with our friends, or in general, because I don't feel like a lot of women talk about the changes that they go through and the effects that they go through and how it can affect their life moving forward. And whether it's body positivity, whether it's just mental health, whether it's just figuring out what's wrong with you, I think it's really important to express. And there's nothing wrong with expressing how you feel, expressing the changes you're going through, expressing all of that. And a lot of people are not going to understand. Men are not going to understand. They're not going to experience it or whatever. But there are women who are going through that might need that help or need that information. I see my mom getting older now, and she's going through, the premenopause and stuff like that, and I just see a lot of things just changing, her hair changing, all of that. Like, she talks to me about a lot of things that goes on, and it was kind of hard for her because my grandmother had a hysterectomy when she was younger, and so my grandmother couldn't really talk to my mom about the experiences, so my mom was really like talking to her clients and older clients, just trying to figure out things and reading online and talking with her doctor to kind of figure out where does she go and what's happening in these changes, and trying to get a better understanding. And then now me being a woman and a mom and going through hormone changes just off of pregnancy alone is a lot. It can be a lot. It can be mentally exhausting. It can be physically exhausting. And I sometimes feel like because I open up my mouth, I sound like I'm complaining. And it's not that I'm complaining. I'm speaking on how I feel because of what I know I'm going through, or what I can kind of expect of what I'm going through. And I don't want that to happen because I know it can be a lot. And it's really hard to get some people to understand. It really is. And like I said, everybody handles things differently. Some people talk about it, some people don't. Some people just suck it up and chalk it to the game. And I get that. And if you do it, by all means, that's great. Yes, there are women that have gone through it, and we are going through it, and we go through it. But what I'm talking about is women who voice their opinion, women who talk about it and just try to get an understanding. It's okay to do that because a lot of people don't know. They don't know what it's like. And especially if you have a man or men in general they're not gonna know those experiences. Like, they're really not gonna know those experiences. Like, I haven't had a chance to talk about, you know, my experience, but I'm gonna do a YouTube about my experiencing and my experiences and the changes that had happened to me and what I did moving forward. And it's not going to be for everybody. Everybody's not going to understand that. Everybody's not going to understand me. But these are decisions that I made. These are things that I went through, and these are things that I tried to use to figure out and be okay. And like, even when it comes to having children, I nursed my child for 18 months, and my breasts, I went from having nothing. When I say literally nothing, like flat chested, just basically the areola and nipple, to just extra skin. And for me, I didn't have the confidence that I used to have pre-baby. Like, I was confident with being flat chested. I became confident, I'm telling you, because growing up I wasn't. I was very insecure about it. But I became more confident when I started finding myself in, you know, just getting older, before marriage and everything or whatever. I started being in tune with myself. And then at 30, I had my first child. I nursed her for 18 months, and then my body went through this change. And some women, they lose their hair, having children back to back. Like, there's a lot of different things that happen. Thank you for people who are wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate it. There's a lot of things that happen after having children, and some women just suck it up. You know, that's what they want to do, and it is what it is. And some women, like I know me, is going to express how they feel. And my only thing that I could do moving forward is just trying to find solutions where I feel like I can handle those changes for me, because it's a lot. Like, trying to get anybody, like any cousin, male cousin, or a partner or husband or whatever, trying to get them to understand that our body just goes through changes. Not saying that it's different. Like, it's something like, and I don't want, because I've never been overweight, and I don't want to ever compare that to that, but it's not like oh, my weight has fluctuated and I lost weight type of things. It's like more of, this is what I've been born with most of my life, and now something happened, and honestly throughout the years it's probably going to change, where it's going to constantly change, and mentally you don't know how to deal with that. I listen to my mother and I'm thinking, I'm like, how am I going to handle hot flashes in the middle of everything? Like, I hate being hot and bothered. So if I get that part of menopause, how am I going to handle that? Like, so this is what I'm saying when I say that, yes, women have been doing it for years. And I commend women who do it. I commend women who don't talk about it and just get through it. But I also want to commend and thank the women who do talk about it, because those experiences help women that don't know, or feel like they're going crazy because they're like, oh, is this just me? Like, am I tripping, or am I the only one going through this? Because sometimes you feel like you could be the only one. Like, what the heck? It's just things that is not really talked about. And because I am raising a daughter, I always want to be able to be there for her. And when I say be there for her, talk about the things that happen, talk about the good, the bad, and things that she may not understand, or things that she might experience and go through, and for her to have just a little bit more understanding, or just a little tip, or that can help with this or whatever, so that way she can be okay. But I'm going to also tell her that whatever her solution may be, she knows herself ultimately. And whatever her solution may be to that, stick to it and don't let nobody tell you different. If you felt like a way might be your best way, whether you're right or wrong, to stick to it and don't let nobody change that. So I just wanted to say this as a woman, and I'm going to post this on my thing so that way I can read y'all comments, because I do this do this from time to time because I do want other women to voice and say what they feel and voice what they're going through, because it could help somebody else. So that's why I always do these little things, and I'll leave a comment and I'll say comment on, because it's hard for me to drive and read y'all comments, but later I'm usually up at night. I'm a night owl, so I can read through comments and stuff like that, and I can just see what y'all say y'all experiences is gonna be, and then it's gonna be on there forever, so other people can read it. Maybe my daughter can see it when she gets older. But I am so happy to have a mother, sisters, cousins, just so we can talk about our experiences as women, because everybody is different. But the fact that I can hear another voice and it sounds a little bit familiar, it sounds a little bit more relatable, it sounds like, you know, they have understanding because they can sympathize and they can empathize because they either know somebody or they're experiencing it themselves, and that is a place of comfortability for me. I know for me that is just having that woman's support and that woman empowerment. And the one thing I will say is that if I ever so have any boys or whatever, I want to make sure that they know and they hear this, because it's something. And no, I mean, I'm sure men go through things, and there's stuff that we will probably never know and understand that men go through things, but I can only talk about me as being a woman and what I ultimately would like and want. And shout out to all the women in the world. We're superwomen, we have superpowers, and we are great. So for my 33rd year and my birthday tomorrow, I just want to thank myself. I just want to thank all women. And I said 2021 was going to be the year that I refocus, should I say, on myself. And just being a little bit more, you know, keeping myself in mind and not losing the fact that I am Shawniece, because I can recall about 3 women in my life, if not more than that. I'm just going to say, because at least I can name those 3 women. The one thing they told me was when I got married, or when I had family, or when I had children, do not lose yourself. Do not lose yourself. And I instantly can see why that happens, because I know for me, and a lot of women probably too, we make our children, we make our husbands, we make our partners, we make our boyfriends a priority. And it's easy for, you know, us to get lost in that. And I'm very attentive, and I'm all for, you know, putting my family first and doing what I gotta do. But in that time, in that process, it was hard for me to focus on myself and try to figure out where I fit in and what I want to do and what's gonna make me happy. It was hard for me to do that. And even sometimes it is still hard. But I promised myself that I would focus more on doing that this year. Like, I can still have the family, I can still have my husband, I can still have my friends and all that stuff, but I have to say, is Shawniece okay with this? What does Shawniece want? Or what can I do for myself and make myself a priority? And sometimes it feels like I'm being selfish. It really does. I'm not gonna lie, because that's just me. Like, I'm a giver. I care, I'm this, I'm that. But I know that if I don't do this, I end up losing me, and then I'm just existing and not really present. And I don't like that feeling at all. So that's what I just wanted to talk about today. And yes, thank you, everybody. And yes, it is important to have your own identity. I just seen somebody comment that. I've been big on that, because I know the hardest part about my platform and having the support and the women who know me from the show, it's sometimes hard because they see you as a couple. They see you as a family. And if you're not with that, they think it's supposed to be like that all the time. And since the beginning, I have been trying to be big on, like, you know, if you're here for me, you support me, you're here, the family is great, like, you support it all, but also support me because I am an individual as well. So I've always been big on trying to do that. Before, I used to just be really sensitive about just putting my family up because I'm like, that's all they want to see, like, what about me, but it's like, okay, like, hello, there's other stuff that I do without Jeff D. And then Laura came along, and then I started, you know, putting more photos and more of the family because, you know, that actually had became my life. But I'm just so much more, you know, like, I'm a businesswoman, I have goals, I have a family, you know, I have all that. So there's just always so much more. And I want you guys to see that. I want to be able to show that. I want to be able to get support with that. And I will say that you guys have been very supportive. When it comes to me, y'all have been very supportive. And I thank y'all for that. I mean, I have some people that aren't that supportive or not that great, or they don't like me. But for the most part, I get a lot of positivity and I appreciate it. And I thank you guys for that. And yeah, so just keep smiling, keep shining, keep doing what you gotta do. I am myself. I hear my words. I try to preach it to myself. Like I said, it ain't always easy, but most importantly is that every day I try to do the necessary steps that it takes for me to, you know, stay within myself. But yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah, Laura's fine. She got her car seat is on. That's one thing I'm big on. Car seats and kids. I do not have like half-ass car seats strapping in. Her car seat's fine, but her head, I have a headrest in this car, and every time I put the headrest on, that's what happens. So she comfortable like that, she fine. Laura's fine. I'm driving safe. I'm actually parked now. I was in the parking lot trying to find a spot. But trust me, if there's anything that I am secured and focused and worried about, is my daughter. Let me see. Somebody got a live request. Who wants to go live with me? Let's see. How does this work? I don't think I've ever done a live with anybody. I'm gonna figure it out. If anybody wants to go live with me, send a request. I'm trying to figure out how to work it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to read the questions. There's a question section and there's a live section. Let's see. Do I still work in ASDA? What's that? what that is. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm still learning. You know, I don't really... Blessings from Ohio. Hey, Ohio. Let's see. Tamara Glow. Who's that? Let's see, Tamara. It's a supermarket in the UK. What? I never even lived in the UK. What is happening? Blessing from Georgia. I'm trying to go live with somebody. I was just waiting for tomorrow, but I don't think she's coming. So. Okay, tomorrow you didn't come on. Let's see. Is it Shama? Let's send her request. Is it Shamra? Hello.
Hi.
Is it Shamra?
Yes.
Hi, girl. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. Just sitting in the parking lot, about to go to the store to get my baby some jeans because she needs jeans for daycare. Just something to throw on. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. My birthday's tomorrow. I'll be 33, so I cannot complain. Yes, and
Just
today
here.
is Friday.
Yeah, just here. Greetings from Uganda.
You said you're from Uganda?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey. Well, hello.
Hi. Hi.
Is that your
All
baby?
about. Yeah, that's my son.
How old is he?
5.
He's 5? You're 5? What's your name?
Hey, they're asking you what's your name. He saw the father and he went out.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Well,
Aiden.
thank you for requesting me on IG Live.
Oh, thank you for accepting me.
No problem. I hope you
Okay.
have a wonderful day.
You too. Actually, it's night.
Oh, it's night. Okay, you have a wonderful night. I'm sorry. That's why it's so dark.
Yeah, it's night.
Oh,
Aiden, say hi. Hey, this is Aiden.
hi.
Hello. Hello.
Well,
He's surprised. I guess he's surprised. You guys, you are in the light and we are in the dark.
yeah, that's why it's so dark because I could barely see. But yeah, that's why it's dark because it's nighttime for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's nice
Bye-bye.
to meet you. You have a wonderful night.
Nice to talk to you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's see who else. Anybody else wants to come in and say hi? I have time for one more person. Let's see. I need my phone to act right. Let's see. Is it Latira? Let's try Latira. She is. No, I got all these. It's not clicking on material. Let's see. Kiki. Okay. Somebody asked me what I was doing for my birthday. I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna pamper myself. Hi, is it Latera?
Yeah, La Tierra.
Latera. Hi,
Hey,
girl.
I'm at work.
You
I
at
said,
work?
yeah, I'm at work. I said, let me go in the back, take a little break. Laura is so cute. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing good. Just
Happy early
working.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna have
It's
to get me a
tomorrow.
wig made. I gotta get me a wig.
Yeah, so I started back. Laura is in daycare.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
started back working full time in the salon. So I'm
Oh,
super excited
how
about
do you
that.
feel
So,
being away from her? Like,
girl, you know what? It was hard at first
mm-hmm.
because obviously since COVID, I was with her in
Right.
the house for so long. So that was like a year of me and her. And then
Oh,
she
she's
really
up.
hasn't been in daycare. Say hi, Lulu.
Hi.
So it was hard at first, but
Yeah,
now I'm like,
yeah.
I got extra time for. I cleaned my car out, girl. I done did a bunch of stuff. I was
That
running to the